Good morning. Thought I'd jump on it and do a quick little video. I've had to start my videos about 10 times now because every time I start getting into it, my wisdom tooth is just giving me absolute hell at the moment. And also I can't hear out of my left ear. It must have something to do with the wisdom tooth, but I've got medication and yeah, it's really hit me. So if I sound weirder than usual, just go with it, bro. But yeah, I think it's obvious by now that we can all agree that the veil has been lifted. Yeah, we're seeing more UFO activity, and I don't care what people say. I'm always going to call it UFOs. I don't care about UAPs, whatever language people tell me that I should be. It's always going to be UFOs to me. So yeah, we're seeing all this increased activity, yeah. But not only are we seeing more UFOs, right? And we're seeing more people coming with their video footage and everything like that, but we're also seeing a lot more activity with other things like, Bigfoot sightings and ghost sightings and one of my personal favourite topics, the mysterious Black Panthers. If you're in Australia, you'll know what I mean, especially if you're around the Blue Mountains area or in Queensland, Gympie, Toowoomba. You know that the mysterious big cats is one of my personal favourite topics to talk about, because my grandmother, who's now passed away, but she swore that she saw a Black Panther in I can't think of the name, but it was in between the Glasshouse Mountains and my brain. It was in between the Glasshouse Mountains and I believe it was the Moreton Bay area. But she was walking some dogs, and she swears it was a huge panther coming out of the bushes. She believes that it was stalking them for a little while because she heard noises behind her in the bushes, and she just thought it was a wallaby or some other like kangaroo or something. But yeah, the panther must have gone ahead of them, and as they were walking, this panther just come out of the grass and walked straight, practically in front of them. And my grandmother says that it was one of the most scariest moments of her life. The dogs, which she had, look, I can't remember the actual breed of the dogs, but they weren't like little poodles or anything. They were, from memory, I think they were like pig dogs, pig hunting dogs or something. And the dogs were petrified. And she said that this panther got down in like a crouching position, and it on its belly, sort of crawled away into the long grass on the other side of the road, and she was petrified, and she swears that it was Black Panther, and that happened in maybe the mid 1980s, maybe late 1980s. Yeah. So from ever, that story's passed down through all the, all my family, the cousins and all my nieces, nephews, everything. It's it's one of our best stories from Ma, and it's why I'm so fascinated with big cats, the mysterious panthers of Australia. There's a book. Obviously, I'm in Bath right now, or I'd get it for you. But there's a book that I brought, and it's all about the panther sightings in Australia. I just can't remember the title, but it's got some really good stories about the panther sightings, and yeah. Going back to UFOs, so we're seeing more activity, right? You can call it paranormal activity or supernatural activity, whatever you want. The veil has been lifted. So what does that mean? I believe that all these earthquakes and things that are happening right now is just another cause of the veil being lifted. There's a lot of distractions around. Keep your eye on Japan. I'm definitely not a psychic or anything like that, but I'm keyed into this sort of stuff, and I research, and I talk to people that have my same. But anyway, something is going to happen in Japan very soon. I hope not. I actually hope that I'm wrong and all the other people are wrong, but it's just when so much information and so many people are keyed into something, then something always seems to happen. And unfortunately, Japan is the place at the moment that something big is the next place that it's going to happen. Possibly a mega tsunami, but I really hope not. And tsunamis is one of my biggest fears. That's why I'll never live next to the ocean. I grew up, I was actually born in Redcliffe. For the people who don't know where Redcliffe is, it's like 2 hours north of Brisbane, and the beach was practically, when I was growing up, when I was young, it was right there. So when I was really young, I loved the beach. I loved the ocean. In fact, me and my cousins would have competitions when we were like 10 years old, like who could swim the furthest out to sea when we're all living at Redcliffe. And thinking back now, that absolutely petrifies me thinking about it, because not only am I petrified of tsunamis, but my second biggest fear is great white sharks. And no, well, it may have had something to do with Jaws, but yeah, I cannot swim in the ocean anymore. In fact, I don't even like going near the beach. If anyone follows or watched any of my other videos, you'll know that the first UFO sighting I ever had was Redcliffe. It was in Redcliffe Beach. It was actually Queen's Beach, but we just all called the beach Redcliffe Beach because it was in Redcliffe, and it was but anyway, the actual location was Queen's Beach in Redcliffe. But so yeah, just keep yourself sort of locked in, keyed in. Keep an eye on the sky, because they will try to distract us. And when I say they, I mean the government. And anyone who knows me knows that I don't trust the government. Never have, never will. Just look into what the government has done to us and all the governments around the world, what they do to their citizens. So yeah, keep an eye on Japan, keep an eye on the skies, don't be distracted, and don't trust your government.